Hello everyone, it's Elsie. Welcome to my channel. I got a request from Linda BTS asking how to convert musical chords to tab for Kalimba. So with this video, I'm going to show you how to transpose piano music to Kalimba tabs. Some people are really good with music and they can just play by ear. Since I can't do that, so I will use other sources to help me. What I use here is Musescore. Musescore is a free and open source music notation program that you can use online, download it to your phone, or download it to your computer. Before I start with Musescore, I'm going to show you a chart that I make to help me with this process. As I don't have piano background, it's harder for me to identify the location of the note, so I spent some time to create this chart for myself to help me with the process. As I was making this, I found a pattern. So when you look at notes that are on the line, those are the notes on the right side of the kalimba. When you see the notes are in between the line, those are the notes on the left side of the kalimba. I just wanted to share that with you in case you don't know that. In piano, seems like there are phrases people use to help them remember the location of the note. For E, G, B, D, F, a phrase they use is, "Every good boy deserves fudge." So when you look at the first long horizontal line, it's going to be an E. The second will be G, and then B, and then D, and then F. So that's how you can remember the location when you see it on those lines. Since the range of kalimba notes is more than that, we also have ACE, which is the word ace. For the one that in between the line, we have FACE, which is face. We have three more after that, which is G, B, D. A phrase that I come up to help me to remember this is good baking desserts. As I like baking, so I figured that would be a good one for me to use. I hope this would be helpful for you as you try to remember the location of the note. Generally, I have this chart next to me as a reference when I transpose music. So when I'm struggling at certain note, I can just look at the chart and figure out what note that is. If you think this chart would be useful for you and want to use it, make sure to comment down below so I would put a link to it. I also create two other charts. The first one shows a broader range of the notes on the sheet music. This can be helpful when you transpose music that have higher range or lower range than the kalimba. In order to play that on the kalimba, what you can do is to move all those notes one octave lower or one octave higher to stay within the kalimba range. The second one here just shows how the kalimba notes would look like on the piano. This can be helpful if you're trying to write down notes from piano tutorials from YouTube. Those are the charts that I make that can help with transpose music. So now let's get started with Musescore. So we will go to musescore.com. And you can try to look for the song that you want to transpose here. Please keep in mind not every song will be available here. You can try to search the sheet music of the song on Google. You might be able to find a PDF version of it, or you can use piano tutorials on YouTube. With Musescore, I'm going to show you an easy one here first. Let's do Happy Birthday. As you can see, there are plenty of songs here, and they're for different kind of instrument. I'm just going to do the first one here. So this one is in C major. You can tell it's a C major when you don't see any flat or sharp symbol here. To transpose the music for kalimba, what you need to do is just transpose the treble clef here, as this is the range of the kalimba. By looking at this, you can tell the first one is G, and then G, and then the next one would be A, and then the next one after that would be G again. So that's for letters. If you do number, that would be 5, 5, 6, 5. You would do that for the whole song, and then after you do that, then you can play on the kalimba. So if the song is in C major, you can just transpose like that right away. If you do decide to write on your notebook, I recommend you to use the number notation style, as it also tells you the length of the note. So for letters, it will look like this. And for numbers, it will look like this. But again, use whatever way you think is the best for you. So that's how you would do it if you write down on your notebook. The other way you can do it is to put all those notes on Musescore on your computer. Some sheet music are available for free, so you can always click on download and then open a Musescore to see if it's free. So this one is free to download. But for a lot of the other songs, you might need to do the paid subscription in order to download it. So you can just open it. Since we don't need the bottom part here, we can just go to Edit, Instruments, and then click on Staff 2, and then click Remove. That leaves you the treble clef. You can also get to that page by just clicking I on your computer. Like what we did earlier, so what you need to do is just input notes or letters, whichever way you use. So how you do that is click on here, and then you do Command and Control L, depends on what computer you have. You can just type in the letters or numbers. Feel free to pause the video here and see if you can do it yourself. So the first one is G. Instead of clicking on the note again, you can just use the arrow key to move that. So the next one would be G, A, G, and the next one is C. So this is a higher C to indicate that you can use the degree symbol. How you do that is just click on Shift Option A. And if you have a PC, you can do that by click on All, and then on the number keypad, you can do 0176. And if that doesn't work, you can open the character map and just copy and paste the degree symbol. So that's how you would do the letters. I'm also going to show you the number one. So you can just click on the note again and do Control or Command L. Again, feel free to pause the video here if you want to try it yourself. So that's what it will look like for numbers. If you're doing the note manually, sometimes you might misplace them to a lower or higher note. So it's always good to click here to play the song to make sure you get the note right. At the end, you can export them into PDF file or PNG image. That way you can print it out or just save it all in the same location. So that's how you would transpose music for kalimba tabs in C major. So pretty much you just need to figure out what those notes are. I'm going to show you another song that is not in C major and how you can transpose it to C major to play on your kalimba. When you look at this song, you can see there are 3 flats here. So this song is not in C major and you have to transpose it to C major. What you can do is to open the song on your app, click on Practice, and then go to Setting, hit on Transpose, and just use the plus or minor key to shift it to C major. So when you don't see any sharp or flat, that would be a C major or A minor scale. And then you can just do what we did earlier. Then you can start writing down all the notes on your notebook or just do a screenshot and take notes that way. But if you want to do it on the Musescore app, what you can do is to open the Musescore app, and then you would put in the title of the song, and then you would select treble clef. This one has 3 flat sign. For the tempo here is 90. So you would click here and then change it to 90 for the tempo speed, and then you hit continue. For the time signature here is 4/4, and then for the measure, you would go to the end of the song. So for here is 79, 80, 81, 82. So this one has 82 measures. And then you hit done. When you hit download here, you can see this note is only available if you have subscription. If you don't want to pay for it, then we would use the Musescore app. So now you need to put in all the notes. You can use the mouse, click on the end to enter note input, and then select the note that you want to put in there. Or you can use a keyboard to do that. You can use the numbers to select the duration of the note. So for 3 is a 16th note, 4 is a 8th note, 5 is a quarter note, and then 6 is a half note, and then 7 is a whole note, and then 0 is a rest. You can use the arrow key to get to the location you want to put in the note, and then you just use C, D, E, F, G, A, B on your keyboard to enter them. If you see a note that is lower, what you can do is just click on Control with the up arrow key, and then that would move it 1 octave higher. Here is the reference page you can use if you want to use the keyboard for your note input. This is a long piece. I'm not going to show you how I input every single note on here because that would take forever. So what you need to do is just copy all the notes you see here and then just put it here. This is the one I have done ahead of time already, so this is how it will look like. So how you transpose it to C major is to click on Control or Command A to select all the notes, and then you go to Tools and then hit on Transpose, and then you will select C major and then you click OK. So now the song is in C major. You can do what we did earlier to click on the note and start input the numbers or letters in here. And then you will just do it for the whole song. If you plan to do any kalimba videos, it's always a good practice to give credit to the owner and have a link to the original source. That's all I have for this video. I hope you found it helpful. Please let me know if you try to transpose music and it works for you. Also, I want to say thank you to everyone who have supported this channel. I finally reached the 1,000 subscriber milestone. I hope to continue create contents that you will enjoy. Have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you in my next video.